Hey, Stacy, have you finished cleaning the house to welcome our guest? I expect everything to be spotless and in perfect order.
I was actually on my way to the supermarket first, since you mentioned that the guests wouldn't be arriving until the afternoon. I thought I had enough time.
What? How can you be so irresponsible? You don't know how to prioritize properly. The house should be cleaned and prepared first before you go out and do anything else.
I'm sorry. I'll come back and clean up as soon as possible. By the way, something strange happened earlier. When I was about to go to the supermarket, a rude girl barged into the house and called herself John's bestie.
Huh? What did she look like?
She had long blonde hair, blue eyes, and a lot of piercings. She was wearing a leather jacket and ripped jeans. She looked like a punk rocker or something. She seemed very confident and entitled.
That must have been Gwen, John's childhood friend. She's the guest I mentioned earlier.
What? John never mentioned her before. How come he has such a close friend that I don't know about?
Well, John and Gwen have a very special bond. They grew up together and went through a lot of things. They even traveled around the world together and got matching tattoos. They're like soulmates.
Soulmates? What do you mean by that?
Oh, nothing. Don't worry about it. Anyway, how did you treat Gwen? Did you welcome her warmly?
Well, no. Actually, I kicked her out of the house.
You did what? How could you do that to Gwen? She's such a nice and smart girl. She's also very beautiful and stylish. She's everything you're not.
Hey, that's not fair. You don't have to insult me like that.
Hey, you watch your mouth. How dare you talk like that to your future mother-in-law? And what about your parents? Didn't they teach you any manners or respect for others?
Sorry, Mom, but Gwen was very rude to me. She acted like she owned the place. She was behaving so rudely and disrespectfully that I thought she was some crazy person who had wandered in off the street. So I kicked her out of the house to protect our family.
Oh my goodness! How could you do that? John and Gwen are very close friends.
I had no idea. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause any trouble.
You should be sorry. You need to learn how to treat our guests properly, especially someone as important as Gwen. You've embarrassed our family with your actions. Hey, ugly. Would you please break up with John right now? I can't believe a woman like you is dating John. You don't deserve him at all. I need you to break up now.
What is this all of a sudden? Oh, it's Gwen, right? You're John's childhood friend, right? The one I met this morning?
Bingo. Not that it matters who I am. Would you please just hurry up and break up with John?
I was just very surprised at how different you are right now from how you behaved at dinner today. After Mina made me apologize to you, you happily and generously forgave me. Even during meals, you seem very kind and cute. Is it all just an act?
Of course I'm going to act nice in front of John. Surely you could figure that out if you use your brain even a little. Did you even manage to graduate high school? You looked really dumb, so I'm having my doubts.
So it was all just an act. I thought that you told me that you wanted to be friends with me when I gave you my number. Anyway, why are you suddenly telling me to break up with John? What do you mean by that?
Do you not understand what those basic words mean? This is why I can't stand people like you. You're just so dumb. You definitely don't deserve a guy like John. He's just so much better than you. No wonder you weren't able to graduate. John's definitely going to regret being with you in the future. I'm saying all of this for John's sake. I actually care about him, unlike you. Please hurry up and just break up with him.
I don't think I need to listen to any of this from you. Thank you very much. I'm sure that John would tell me directly if he has any problems. You're just his childhood friend, right? You're not related to him or anything. You don't have any special insights that I don't.
So what if we're not related? Why does that matter at all? I've been by his side ever since we were so small. I know him much better than everyone else. It doesn't matter if we're not related. I'm not just some random nobody like you.
I really don't know what to say to you.
I bet you managed to start dating John because of his kindness. You probably kept on pestering him until he had to say yes to you. In reality, John likes women who are intelligent and beautiful, like me, a woman who attends a famous university and has come second place in a beauty pageant. That's me, by the way. A dumb, fat, ugly blob like you shouldn't be dating John. It's bringing his reputation down just being by your side. Do what's best for everyone and let him fly free.
Sorry, but I have no plans to break up with John. Quite the opposite, actually. We're going to get married.
What did you just say to me?
Did you notice that we saw you at a place pretty close to John's parents' house today? We had just visited his parents to let them know that we planned to get married. We were planning to have the wedding in around 6 months' time.
What? You guys are getting married? What is wrong with both of you? Hurry up and break up with him.
Do you really think that I'm just going to listen to what you say and break up with him? Why should I listen to anything from someone who sounds more like a crazy stalker than a friend?
What did you just say? I am not a stalker or an ex. How could you even suggest such a thing? What John and I have between us is something very, very important. Friendship. We both trust each other a lot and tell each other everything.
Oh, so you haven't even dated him before? I'm sorry. I know that must be hard to see the person you have feelings for be with someone else. Unfortunately for you, John says that he loves me and wants to be with me. I don't have any intention of breaking up with him.
I just cannot believe what you're saying to me. Just shut up. Stop being so arrogant. I was the one that had feelings for him first.
That doesn't matter at all in our relationship. Both John and I are happy that we have each other. That's what's most important. I don't care what you say to me. We're getting married regardless.
What is wrong with you? I'm not going to let this happen. Do you really think that someone like you is going to get married to John? In your dreams. I'm going to make you regret even trying to marry him. You'd better watch your back from now on.
What are you going to do? Threaten me? Hurt me? Kill me? You sound like a psycho, Gwen. You need help. John and I are getting married and there's nothing you can do about it. So just leave us alone and get a life of your own.
Don't you dare talk to me like that. You don't know who you're messing with. I'm not going to let you ruin John's life with your lies and manipulation. He belongs with me, not you. I'll make sure he sees the truth and dumps you for good. Hey Stacy, I heard you were in the hospital with a broken bone. That's too bad, but I'm glad you're all right. You're a tough cookie, huh?
How dare you text me like that? You think I don't know it was you who hit me with your car? I saw your face, Gwen. It was you. You tried to kill me.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean. I was nowhere near you that night. You must be mistaken.
Don't lie to me, Gwen. I know it was you. You were so angry that John and I were getting married that you decided to take matters into your own hands. You wanted to get rid of me so you could have John for yourself. Well, guess what? It didn't work. John and I are still together and we're getting married. And you're going to pay for what you did.
Ha! You're delusional, Stacy. Well, I did. I ran you over with a car and you only broke one bone. Just how stubborn are you? I thought I'd be able to at least destroy your face. I guess all your fat saved you from any major damage.
What the hell is wrong with you? Look at what you've done, you freaking idiot. I could have been killed. I cannot believe what you've done. You absolute piece of trash, you creepy psychopath. There's no way I'm going to let you get away with this. I hope you've enjoyed your life up until now because it's over.
Didn't I tell you to watch your back? It's all your fault for wandering around at night. It's a shame you're not going to be able to have the wedding with injuries like that. What a shame. Maybe I should go to the wedding instead as the bride. I guess you should have broken up with John when I warned you the first time. John doesn't love you. He loves me. He always has and he always will. He's just too nice to tell you the truth. He's just using you as a placeholder until he realizes that I'm the one for him. And when he does, he'll dump you like the trash you are.
You're the one who's delusional, Gwen. John loves me and only me. He doesn't care about you or anyone else. He told me so himself. He even risked his life to protect me from your car. He broke his leg trying to push me out of the way. He's in the hospital with me right now.
What? John was with you that night? That can't be true. I saw the guy who was with you. He looked nothing like John. He was wearing a suit and a tie and had glasses on. John never dresses like that. He always wears casual clothes and has no glasses.
That was John, Gwen. He dressed up for our anniversary dinner that night. He wanted to surprise me with a romantic night out at a fancy restaurant. He even bought me a beautiful necklace as a gift. He was so sweet and thoughtful, unlike you, who tried to ruin our night with your jealousy and hatred.
No, no, no! This can't be happening! This is not how it was supposed to go! You were supposed to die and John was supposed to come back to me. This is all wrong!
Shut the hell up! You're just a skulking, cowardly piece of trash who hits people with cars. You've gone way too far. Did you really have to do all this to try and disrupt my wedding?
This is all your fault for not breaking up with John. I'm not just going to sit and watch you and John get married anyway. I've done him a huge favor. He would have regretted marrying you for the rest of his life once he realized who you really are. I know that you used to be part of a gang. That's the lowest you can go in society. I guess it's time for you to say goodbye to John.
You really are something. You're telling me that you still haven't realized.
What are you talking about? I'm going to go and tell John, but you're just a filthy gang member.
You really don't know anything about John. Go and tell him whatever you want. John already knows everything about my past. He knows that I used to be in a gang. John was too, by the way, but you didn't know that.
What did you just say? John was in a gang too? No way!
Me and John used to be in opposing gangs, you know. Our gangs fought each other so many times because we both operated in the same area. Back then, John and I used to be huge rivals. We hated each other's guts.
What are you saying? None of that makes any sense.
We got into so many fights back then. I've lost count already. He's not going to care, no matter what you tell him about me. We both ended up leaving our respective gangs a long time ago, though we ended up running into each other again a little after we both left. That's when we realized that the rivalry we had was really fueled by something else entirely. Anyway, we started dating each other, and the rest was history. We got along really well once we weren't in opposing gangs.
You're lying. I don't believe any of this. There's no way John used to be part of a gang. He's not the kind of guy that would do something like that. Stop making him look bad. He's not a lowlife like you. John is a kind and caring person. What you just told me can't be true.
So you really didn't know? I thought you told me that you know everything about John. Haven't you heard about how much of a brat he was in middle school? Everyone I've met in his hometown jokes about how they can't believe how nice he's turned out. I guess you guys aren't that close after all.
Just shut up, you filthy degenerate. I'm not going to believe a single lie that you just told me. Hurry up and break up with John right now.
Is that all you can say to me? You're just like a parrot. Well, none of this matters right now anyway. What's most important right now is that you've pissed me off. You want to fight me, right? I'm not forgiving you now.
Wait, what? What do you want from me? Are you telling me that you want to hit me, you filthy scum?
You don't have any business calling anyone else names. You're the coward that ran someone over. It really is tempting for me to come and punch you in the face. In fact, I want to break your leg just like you did to John. I could mess up your face so bad you could never show your face outside your house again.
Wait,
but don't worry. I'm not going to do anything like that. I don't want to sink down to your level. I'm going to make you pay for this the right way. You know that you're a criminal now, right? What you did was a hit and run.
Did you, of all people, just call me a criminal? Talk about the pot calling the kettle black. You think the cops are going to care about what I do to someone like you?
Do you not know anything about the law? What you did isn't something that you can just get away with without punishment. Apologizing isn't going to make any of this go away. You committed a crime when you ran over my fiancé, and another when you just drove off. Both are pretty big crimes. You're definitely going to be spending some time in jail. If they also find out that you did this on purpose, then you're going to be locked away for a very long time. You have just ruined your future completely. I think you told me that you're currently attending a famous university or something. You also got second place in a beauty pageant, right? Well, I've got bad news for you. It doesn't look like you're going to be graduating. Let's see how many years you're going to be spending locked up.
You're lying! Stop trying to trick me and make me worried. I'm not going to believe anything that you tell me.
Do you want me to prove that this is all true or something?
Oh, really? And what proof do you have? It's your word against mine. And who do you think they'll believe? A smart and successful woman like me, or a dumb and worthless woman like you?
I have proof, Gwen. I have this text message from you where you admit that you hit me with your car and that you did it on purpose. I took a screenshot of it and sent it to my lawyer. He'll make sure that you pay for your crimes.
What? You did what? How could you do that? You set me up.
No, Gwen. You set yourself up when you tried to kill me and then texted me about it like an idiot. Anyway, that's pretty pointless because the police are going to arrest you pretty soon. That should prove it to you well enough. John and I are not going to listen to any of your pleas no matter what. We're going to take you to court and make you pay for everything that you have done. We'll make sure that you are charged for all the crimes that you committed. I'll make sure all your friends and relatives find out about what you did as well. Be prepared for your life to crumble right in front of you, princess.
No, that can't happen to me. I really didn't mean for any of this to actually happen. All I wanted to do was stop the wedding. I didn't commit any crimes. I just wanted to help out John.
Shut the hell up. Stop trying to make up excuses and take responsibility for your actions. If you really think that you didn't do anything wrong, then come and explain it to me face to face. If you can't do that, then go and hide while you wait for the police to come pick you up, you absolute coward. Don't commit a crime like you did if you're scared to face the consequences. You really need me to come and tell you all of this to your face?
I'm so sorry. I really am sorry. Would you please forgive me for everything I've done? I admit that I was wrong. I'm so sorry.
It's too late now. You should have apologized before running someone over with your car. Go and turn yourself into the police right now. Don't be a coward and run from them. They're going to catch you eventually.
Fine, you got me. But I'm not the only one who's guilty here. There's someone else who's involved in this too. Someone who helped me plan this whole thing.
Who? Who helped you?
Mina, your future mother-in-law helped me, because she hates you as much as I do. She wanted to get rid of you too.
Mina? Are you serious? She helped you try to kill me?
Yeah, she did. She told me everything about you and how much she despised you. She said that you were not good enough for John and that he deserved better than you. She wanted John to marry me instead of you because I was more suitable for him. She also said that she would do anything to stop your wedding.
No way! She seemed so nice to me and welcomed me into her family.
You naive girl. She was lying to you all along. She was pretending to be nice to you while secretly plotting against you with me. She even gave me the idea to hit you with my car. She said it would be the easiest and quickest way to get rid of you. And if that didn't work, she had another plan that was even more cruel and heartless.
What plan? What was her other plan?
She had a plan to hire someone to drug your food and then take advantage of you. After that, she was going to humiliate you and spread rumors to ruin your reputation and force you to call off the wedding.
That's horrible! I can't believe you and Mina would do something like that. You both deserve to face the consequences of your actions. Did you really think that telling me about Mina's plan would make me grateful and forgive you? You've seriously underestimated me.
Please, I'm begging you, show me some mercy. I did you a favor by revealing the truth about your future mother-in-law. Can't you see that?
The only person who can help you now is yourself. If you show that you are sorry for what you did by turning yourself in, I'm sure that would help you out a little. As soon as we confronted her, Gwen broke down and confessed everything. She agreed to turn herself into the police and face the consequences. A few days later, Gwen's attorney contacted us to negotiate a deal. After consulting with John, we decided that we would drop the charges if she compensated us for all the harm she had caused us. Gwen avoided prison time, but she had to pay a hefty sum of money, and she was also expelled from the university. She couldn't afford the settlement fee herself, so her parents had to cover it for her. I heard that she is currently working hard to try to repay her parents' debt. John and I received an apology letter from Gwen and her parents a few weeks later. They expressed their remorse for what Gwen did and assured us that she would never bother us again. The entire letter was full of drama and desperation, and it felt good to read it after everything that happened. As for Mina, John's mother, she was humiliated and ashamed when her involvement was exposed. She apologized to me profusely, but she couldn't face John anymore. She disappeared from our lives, and we don't know where she went or how she is doing. But honestly, John and I are better off without Gwen and Mina in our lives. Gwen thought she had seriously injured me, but I was lucky enough to escape with just a minor bruise. They discharged me from the hospital that same night. John, however, took longer to recover from his injury. He was devastated when he learned of his mother's wicked scheme with Gwen, and he apologized to me repeatedly, but I told him it wasn't his fault at all. Then, we had our dream wedding. We were surrounded by our loved ones, and everything was perfect. We danced the night away and celebrated our love for each other. It was truly a magical day that we will never forget.